Welcome to round 1 against Jusam Jin. I would certainly like to play first with this deck. Alright, we have our turn 2 Cathar here, which is kind of what we want to be doing in every game with this deck. Turn 2 double planes plus loyal Cathar. Let's see if our opponent chooses to keep his hand as well. Alright, he chose to keep, so let's start things out here. We have some options here for our turn 3 play, but I think it's going to be the Warden since he does accelerate us. Alright, he has a forest. Let's play a loyal Cathar. If it was like a Strangleroot Geist, I do not think I block, since I can just play a Midnight Guard and block it. Alright, Scorn Villager. Let's bash with the Cathar and then play the Midnight Guard, I think. Have a nice curve here. If we draw into a lane here in the next couple of turns, we can even have a turn 5 Silver Claw Griffin. Other than the Zombie Apocalypse, I don't think there are a lot of board sweepers here in this format. Ooh, look at that. Alright, this is gonna be nice here. If I attack and he double blocks, I'm going to remove his wolf from combat. Yeah, that is probably gonna work. Let's see. Alright, so he is blocking with his young wolf. Sure. Untapping our guy and saying go. Oh man, I guess I should have played something, huh? I totally forgot about this werewolf here. No worries. Let's see what he does. Is he going to attack? I don't think he is. Alright, he didn't do anything, so let's just play our flyer. Ooh, Tragic Sleep. I actually like that a lot too. So let's bash with all of our guys. I mean with all of our guys. He could kill my Midnight Guard, but I do not really care about that. If he wants to trade one of his guys for my Midnight Guard, he can. Alright, so I'm gonna kill his werewolf. He's gonna keep his wolf there, and I'm gonna play a Silver Claw Griffin. He's bringing the flyers here. The Griffin is nice because if he has the spider, the 2/3 reach death touch spider, he doesn't do anything against my Griffin since he has first strike. But he's probably gonna kill something now. Alright, he isn't. He's playing a Lambholt Elder. Sure, so let's play this and bash with our team. If he blocks our Cathar, we have some options here. We could... No, I think I'm gonna trade, because trading I will get a card back here, my loyal Cathar back, and I can kill his Elder. Alright, so I think he's in trouble. He's facing lethal damage here. Alright, so we got there. That's game 1 for us. Had a nice curve. I really kind of wanted to have a break of day in my main deck, but I just didn't find space for it. Maybe I can take out a Warden off the wall, but yeah, Warden is so good. I always like in the few drafts that I have played this far, I have always underestimated this guy, and he always ended up being like awesome. Being a 2/3 means that he can hold an opposing team at bay for a long time, since they will often be comprised of 1-1s and 2-2s and whatnot. Wolf Hunter's Quiver though seems kinda nice, even though it's kinda expensive. And either way, I don't think this deck really needs to resort to that. We have some, we have good removal spells here. Could take like what, a Grave Purge? I'm not sure. Let's see. Burden of Guilt is fine. If we are gonna take something out here, it's going to be the Warden of the Wall. But especially since we are going to be on the draw here now, it's nice to have a more defensive card in our deck. So yeah, well, I don't think there's a reason to bring in the Quiver just yet. We saw a couple werewolves, but they weren't anything worth writing home about. No, I'm not going to mulligan. Like, hopefully I will draw into a plains to play my second turn Leocathar. Alright, apparently not. Still have a turn to go. If we don't draw it, we still have like enough mana to do most of our other stuff here. Ooh, Hinterland Hermit. Now I really want to draw into a plains. Alright. No plains. Sure. Let's play a swamp, say go. We can kill this guy anytime with our Firebog Boneflinger if we really need to. What is that? Alright, Lambholt's Elder. This guy, I suppose, is getting Death's Crest. Okay, so we could play Leocathar, but he has a lot of possible removal spells that can deal with that. So I think I would rather just play a Gavony Ironrite. It's Ironrite, right? Yep. This way I can still block his Hinterland Scourge while taking 1 damage from his Lambholt Elder. What is that? Is he gonna destroy my guy? Ooh, Immerwolf. I see. Yep, that's a problem. I have to block this guy, right? Okay, so we have a bit of a problem here at this point. So I think what we are going to do here is actually play a Leocathar. We will have to block, but it's better than not doing anything and letting his Elder flip. His guy will never flip back, right? Well, for now. During my turn I am definitely playing a Boneflinger. Alright, I think we may have a problem with this game here. He had a nice curve. What is that? I mean, I kind of want him to play a spell, since otherwise this guy's gonna flip. Yeah, this guy really got me with an Immerwolf there. He's probably gonna put 3 counters. Ooh, if that's what he has, then I think I'm pretty dead. So, new plan. I think I'm going to play a Death's Caress, targeting his old lady here, and then I'm gonna take 6. Yeah, that's going to be very problematic. I wish I would gain life, but I am not going to gain, since, you know, he's not a human anymore. Alright, yeah, that's what I figured. So might as well bash. And next turn I think we are just dead, right? Yep, we probably are, since we are going to have to block the Scourge. Now I'm glad I didn't play a Fireball Boneflinger there, since... Alright, so... he has a lot of wolves. Oh man, I wish this guy had flash. So yeah, I don't see a way to win this game, so I'm just gonna concede. That was rough. still, like, I don't think I wanna bring in a Wolf Hunter Squiver. I don't think I really need to. Could bring in a bad day though. I mean a break of day. Taking out the Warden of the Wall. Because like I wanna race him here at this point, and since I'm going to be playing first this game, I would rather have a way to win the game quickly. Yes, playing first. Alright, this is most definitely not a mulligan. Again, turn 2 Cathar is pretty important for me here. And we do have a nice curve, like Skirsdag Flayer can do some ugly shenanigans. Alright. Ooh, Death's Caress. I like seeing that. Cathar turn 2. Turn 3 we could play a Niblis, or we could play a Skirsdag Flayer. But I think Niblis is gonna be fine. Alright. Scorn the Villager. If he wants to block, he's welcome to do so, which is why I'm not playing the Niblis before combat. Okay. Getting there, Niblis. Maybe I should have played the Skirsdag Flayer here now, but I don't think I really need to. Like, I would rather just start putting pressure on him. He's gonna play something here. Immerwolf. Ooh, Stormskirk, Captain. I see, that's interesting. So we cannot attack with our Cathar, which means that we will play a Flayer. And then bash with our Niblis. The next turn we can actually, depending on what he does here, play a Death's Caress, targeting something, and then just bash with our team. Let's hope he like bashes me with his captain and then plays a big creature here. Alright, that is likely what is going to happen. Cool. Taking 2. No worries. Alright. Midnight Guard is nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to... I mean, do I attack with my lower Cathar here? I think maybe I do, right? I mean, no reason not to. If he wants to block, he can. It's gonna be the same as me destroying his guy with my Flayer. And then we can play something like a Midnight Guard. Or even like Death's Caress his guy. Ooh, alright, so he is not going to... Alright, at this point I'm pretty certain that he has the 1 mana pump spell that puts counters on his guys. So I'm just gonna let him flip his stuff there and kill his guy with my Skirsdag Flayer. I'm going to block his captain and then kill his werewolf. Maybe he's gonna give Undying to his guy. That would suck. Let's see what he does here. I still like our position here, since, you know, playing first and having Cathar turn 2 is pretty big for us. Is he going to attack? I suppose he is. I think he really should. Ooh, he's going to bash with those two. Sure. Oh, he has Vigilance. Alright. So let's declare blockers here, but I'm not gonna kill his guy. I'm gonna actually kill the other one. He can have his mana if he so chooses. Alright. So he does have the card, right? Pretty sure. Alright, so that's what he's going to do. I see. You know what? I'm gonna take the full amount here, take 5 damage, but wait a second. Let's do this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrificing a human, destroying his guy. I'm gonna take 5, going down to 13, but I'm gonna kill his 5/4. And since he already tapped his guy here, he doesn't have the mana. Maybe he has something up with his 3 mana here. If I draw into a lane, I'm definitely playing the Vengeful Vampire. Guy seems so good. Alright, Somber Roll Dryad. So his guy is gonna flip back, which is good news for us. Ooh, this guy is actually awesome. Alright. So I'm not attacking with my Hollow Cathar now, since he's just gonna block with his Stormcur Captain. I'm just gonna bash with my Niblis. And play a Griffin. The next turn we can kill some of his guys there, depending on what he does. But I feel like having Griffin available now is pretty important. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kessig, Recluse. Sure. Not really afraid of that. If he attacks, I'm going to block, obviously. I meant with the Dryad, not with the Stormcur Captain. Alright. So let's destroy this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then bash with our flyers. And he's facing lethal damage here. So he's going to have... So he has to have something good here to deal with me, some sort of removal spell. I can even chump block if I really need to, but I do not anticipate having to. Recluse is a good card. I like it. Alright, he has 2 cards in hand, played a forest. No matter what he does here, if it is a big guy, I can kill it with my Skirdak Flayer. Let's see what happens. If he has the big vampire, the double crossway vampire here, I would take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite that. So he's thinking. I think we might have gotten this one. Let's pause here for a second while he thinks. Alright, so he decided he could not beat our task force of flyers here. Alright, it's your round 2.